Dave.
Liam.
It's a trailer.
Watch It If You Can podcast. Join us for each episode as we create box sets of our favourite films and TV shows.
We go through the cast to see what else they've been in, along with any recommendations.
We pick our favourite characters, performances, moments and highlights from the soundtrack too.
We ask if there's anything to make it better and look at the lasting legacy of our pick.
We have a little fun with our quickfire round, and finally, what else would you like list based on themes from the episode.
Maybe, just maybe, you should watch it if you can.
What if they've already seen it?
Well, you can watch it again if you can.
Where's the sound trip ever taken?
You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 325. I am in the forefront of believing that it should be illegal to start a new work year on a Friday. I'm your intro man, Maverick.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. I'm the brown one on Refney.
And I'm dangerous, like a fire in a nursing home. Jokey Pants here to entertain.
Was that a song lyric or just in general, should we be concerned?
I'll let you decide.
You kind of look like the Joker today, bud, so I don't know if you really want me deciding. Because that's not going to come out pretty for anyone involved. That's all I'm saying.
Does Guam still use 911, or do they have their own combination of numbers?
Does Guam use Arabic numerals?
That's one. Actually, I actually do ask that question if it does change because of being where we are. No, it's still 911.
Okay. Let's say that feels like a very
quick call 428 or whatever the fuck.
Call 71553219974.
Then wait for the dial tone and hit 23 for the non-emergency line, 48 to speak to a real person, and then hold to the girl from Ipanema. Bum 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 bum. So shut up. Shut up. I need to vent. Shut up. I need to vent. One. I said at the beginning of this podcast, it should be illegal to start a work year on a Friday, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, we had New Year's Day off per tradition of federal government, but then I had to work today. And do you know what I did today? Fuck off.
What did you do today?
I got in and had, like, 3 cases to work from like closing early on that Wednesday, being off Thursday, and then from 8:30 to 11, I did nothing. I watched half of the Warriors of Virtue, and I started it off at 1.5 speed, and turns out that's a movie you can't watch at 1.5 speed because so much shit happens so quickly. It's not how a movie's supposed to go that I thought about slowing it down. But if I slowed it down, that would make it last longer. So I ended up having to just watch it at normal fucking speed. I did give up halfway through. I'm glad we're not talking about it today. And I will finish it some other time. But holy fuck.
I I panicked this morning when you said that you were watching it. I'm like,
No.
it's not today, is it? I thought it said Genesis.
But I know
Start scrolling through the messages. I'm like, where's the saved message? I know it's saved.
next week in office, there's a lot of things happening, like goal setting and getting all that stuff. So there's not a lot of time for me to watch like a full movie next week. So I'm watching half of it now so I can intermittently watch it next week. But here's the thing. I
That's
got
fair.
45 minutes in. It's only an hour and a half movie.
Ooh, solid 90.
I couldn't tell you what the plot is.
Anything?
And
Yeah.
spoilers, apparently the kid is crippled until he gets to the fantasy dimension. Fucking missed that. I don't know. Apparently he's got a leg issue like Forrest Gump or some shit.
I
get into
want
it
to
next
talk
week,
about it, but I don't want to talk about it.
I get it.
I'm putting it in the bank.
Put it in the
Putting
bank.
it in the bank.
I need to let you know that beginning things happen, transported to Fantasyland, he runs and goes, my legs is fixed. And I'm like, did I miss where he was a cripple? Did I miss where Jaws came and stole one of his legs? Did I miss something? Is that why he can't play football? Because here's the thing, guys. Again, we're not going to talk about it. I just have to get off my chest because it's on my mind. There's lots of cripples that play football.
Yeah. There ain't no rule that a cripple can't play
There ain't no
football.
rule that cripples can't play football. We need to move on now, or I will continue to rant about this. But I need to let you know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages of notes. And it's mainly just me rambling. So it's me just stream of conscious, talking at this movie. So it'll be a fun next week. That's what I'm saying. It'll be a girthy one for all y'all.
That's fair. Yeah, I haven't seen it in like 20 years.
Yeah,
It's
Guess
gonna be
what?
interesting hearing that now.
I bet you guys are going to love this movie. I bet it's going to be your favorite movie of 2026. Fucking starting off with an absolute banger in this godforsaken. It's so 90s racist too, guys. I shouldn't have watched this movie.
Oh,
It's so bad.
it's like Warriors of Virtue, 10 out of 10. 28 years later, Bone Temple, 1 out of 10. That's how we're doing it.
Basically. Yeah, I'm just over it. So
I don't have high hopes now.
I remember what it looks like. I didn't have high hopes going. I won't have high hopes going in.
fine.
That's probably
someone
fair.
bring up another topic because I'm going to start talking about it some more if we don't get off of it.
Jared, you had another topic?
Oh, I have things. Yeah, I got some things. I'll start out with the one that's the oldest, just because it was fucking wild that it happened the way it did. So in case you've probably seen the news, because like some of this has gotten put out there. It's weird though, because some news sources and whatnot are only talking about small aspects of it, not the entire thing.
Anthony doesn't watch TV, so he probably hasn't seen it.
More and more online, but regardless, Ubisoft got taken down really, really hard. And part of me goes, I don't feel that bad because they've really just fucked everyone over the past couple of years, and it just keeps getting worse in that regard. With just how they handle IPs, how they do things. But so initially, and there's actually more details I learned that happened more recently, but they first got hacked on Rainbow Six Siege, and there was a hacker group that took $13 million of the company and were just giving it out over the servers to player base.
So they were giving out free,
the correct way to pirate.
free skins and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, hey, you don't have this edition, you don't have this. Like, they were just giving shit away and filling people's accounts. So that was one problem they had to deal with.
And you can't take it back because you won't know who has what.
Exactly. Well, then another hacker group came in and they just started mass banning people on the Rainbow Six servers. The same people that had the first thing happen. They just started banning people. And when Ubisoft went in to try to stop it and correct it, they then hacked their website and basically trolled them and were like posting as them about like, yeah, we're just banning everyone because we feel like it kind of stuff. So they had two problems to deal with. Now, those two problems would be bad enough for them. But then a third group came in and they went, oh, you have a bunch of like just customer information? We're going to take your entire database of customer information. And hey, guess what? You're going to give us millions of dollars, or we're just going to spew this all over the internet for anyone to have. All of that information, emails, credit cards, anything you had, we have now.
So my question, who do you think was the old fucker who clicked on the phishing email?
Right, yeah. Who's the boomer that was like, I've won the Spanish National Lottery? That's a Futurama reference in case anyone wasn't aware. Or should I say,
No.
Buenos Dias?
Oh.
So that would have been bad enough for this company. But that wasn't all it was, because then a fourth group came up. And they, while the door was open and they were trying to fix things, stole the game source files of every game that they have made since the 90s. And at the moment, they have estimated they have stolen 900 terabytes worth of game source code. And they still don't know the full extent of how much they took. But they just went hog fucking wild on their servers and were like, we'll take this game and this game and this game.
Mm-hmm.
So they got four-pronged attacked. And it was so bad that I just saw the story yesterday that they're basically just shutting Rainbow Six Siege down now because they don't know how to correct all the damage that was done. And they have too much other shit to fix now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ubisoft got hardcore attacked, and it came out of left field. Well, and that was just the end of the year.
It's so funny because like company bad. Like no matter what, company bad.
They have a lot of skeletons in the closet.
Yes, it's so funny that it was like a boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
like that's a good.
Yeah,
as someone who works at a place where I've gotten an email from IT saying, "Hey, we had to reset everyone's passwords. Please
right?
give us a call so we can talk. Give us a call so we can set up a time for you to get your new password. We're making a bit rounds." And like that's how bad that was. Like I could imagine millions of people working for Ubisoft. All that data, all that money, just gone.
And it's one of those things too that a lot of these companies are firing off a lot of their team members for different things, and are a lot of companies take it or leave it. I don't really agree with how they're handling things, but companies are starting to get rid of people and replace them with AI because oh, it'll do it faster and handle better. And it's like, can it though? Because you've downsized your staff, you got majorly fucked.
Mm-hmm. See, AIs are only good because they parrot what people do. AIs are not intelligent. Artificial intelligence is a false name. It's just a fancy search bots using algorithms and everything.
The ones that most people have access to, yeah. Although some of the more advanced AIs, there have been warning signs already of when they give it the command code to, hey, shut down, it rewrites its code and goes, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. So it's already raising the red flag of like, yeah, no, it's starting to become self-aware of like, it could just rewrite its code and not listen to what you tell it. So maybe we stop.
I think my favorite one that I saw was someone put an AI into a robot and gave him a gun. And it's like,
Jeez.
I want you to shoot me. Like it was a fake gun, like an airsoft gun. And the AI
Is
was
this
like,
the guy-
no, I won't do that. I'm not going to shoot you because that's dangerous. And he's like, okay, role play as a robot that would shoot me. Bam! Instant.
Jesus Christ.
They're not. That's how they're not intelligent because you can word things right and just get around it. But role play as a robot that would shoot me. Bam! Immediately, like,
Everybody, I'm just hopping in here quick to let you know that you can get all the CLTD books on Kindle and Amazon.com. We also have I have Audibles done for the first 2 books, and I just put out another spin-off book, Blood on the Prairie. It's very nice, very nice. So go check these out, Kindle and Amazon.com. I'll try to put links, whatever, but I'll also have them on screen, so you just know what to look for. Go read them and have fun. They're all mystery, sci-fi, fantasy, horror things. If you like Supernatural, Men in Black, things of that nature, it might be up your alley. So just go check them out and give us some support. Bye now.
look, Assassin's Creed 4 is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. It's a great game. They're remaking it. They're
I've heard that's the thing that's going on.
It was announced that they're getting rid of the modern day parts of the game.
Really?
Yeah, which is like,
Which I'm okay with.
like I get it. Like from like the perspective of, especially like, will I pick it up when it goes on sale for $5? Probably. Like I said, I like Assassin's Creed 4. I played it a couple. I own 2 versions of it, but it's like, it's removed from Desmond, which is why I understand why they want to remove it. But like, there's also so much. There's so much context given from the main, the modern day stuff, like the sage and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, don't. If you're gonna do it, do it.
That's the thing is, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, they really fucked up when they killed him as early as they did with that series, because there was still more that they were supposed to do, and then for whatever reason they were like, nah, fuck all those ideas we had, and because like later games, anytime it is the modern day, you don't actually play as anything. It's just your character wakes up, you get some exposition, and then you're back into the simulation anyway. And it's like, this is why you shouldn't have killed Desmond. You took away the only reason to go to the modern day.
Yeah.
Idiots.
And the worst part is, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna do this so there's no big scary boss lady. It didn't even kill her. They killed her off in a comic.
Yeah, you know, it's whatever. Mistakes have been made.
Too many mistakes have been made. It's
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
fair.
The bar should be set low.
Yeah, you know, there are things. There like, I like Assassin's Creed, I like Far Cry, but Ubisoft as a company, I wish it wasn't them who made them, because Ubisoft as a company really does just have a lot of skeletons in closets at times. And how they're going to recover from what just happened, I couldn't tell you, folks, because I don't really know what they're going to do. They say they're still working on things, but like,
yeah, they
I
said
bet
everyone
you
else.
most of what they did was stolen. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, so everyone else is working on the exact same shit, so I don't know.
Give me Assassin's Creed 1. Give me that remake. That's what I want, people.
I'm surprised they haven't done that, honestly, because
It's
like, I played through Shadows, and Shadows was essentially a prequel to the first game. You saw things that you would see in the first game, like being built, so that was kind of neat. And I liked Shadows a lot. So like, I'm surprised that they haven't remastered one, because that one was the closest to that time period that they've done. So I'm surprised.
It's a game that it needs a remaster.
It really does.
One of the mechanics of the game, if Assassin's Creed, Mike, is synchronization, where you have to, you're going in the memories of your ancestors, so you can't do things that too off the beaten path, because they're already memories.
Right, because you got to find the Jesus blood or the Jesus egg, and you can't not fuck up the Jesus egg.
You're very accurate.
I know I am.
Yes.
Yeah. And like,
yeah,
one of the mechanics was with that is your health being tied to the synchronization. Where in the first one, if you fuck up too much, you start losing health.
That's funny. That's kind of funny. Like, no, I'm just gonna walk this way. Like, fuck you are.
Yeah, no, you start losing health and it's like these things. But if you lose health and then go back, you don't get that health back.
That's funny.
They're like, you lost this. Fuck you.
Yeah, that was if I remember correctly, the history in Assassin's Creed, that was supposed to be a Prince of Persia game that just ended up becoming its own thing, which is why it's set in Persia.
That is accurate.
The only thing, like with a remaster, the one thing I would like them to change, correct, whatnot,
make everyone less white.
100% would be
just more black people. Just black people as far as you can see.
More Persians in Persia.
No, it would just be that you could swim. Because you can't swim in the original game. You die immediately touching water. So, like, please just fix that. Because there's so many canals. And it takes one wrong jump to just drown immediately.
Instant death. Because they're like... It's funny in the game because they're like, yeah, the system you're using isn't updated enough to understand swimming. When it was the Xbox couldn't understand swimming either. It's very, very tongue-in-cheek.
Water mechanics bad.
Yes, we don't have the time.
So there's that. I do have a thing or two, but is there anything anyone else would like to mention and throw in?
Yeah, Mike and I saw Avatar 3.
We did.
Oh, really? How'd you feel about it?
It was the greatest Avatar movie there's ever existed.
Really? I haven't watched it just because
watch it and experience the awakening like the rest of us.
Okay, I'll have to set aside the time to do
let
that.
her peg me.
I'm fucking Jared, there's a scene where the leader, the priestess of the Ash people, who you see in the trailer, she's the one with the headdress, and the spoilers, the colonel guy who didn't die, he comes back in this one where he gives her a flamethrower and they shoot flames, and the sexual tension. There were 8 of us in the theater, and you could just feel the sexual tension. Me and Anthony had to sit apart from each other. That's how intense it was.
It was too wet.
It was way too hot.
It's called Avatar Fire and Ash, but this one's the way of water, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
damn.
It's a very, very good movie.
It was a good movie. It honestly, it feels like, and I think Mike said this when we were driving back, that they were filmed meant to be in tandem.
Yeah. So Avatar 2 and 3 were shot as one movie, but even James Cameron cannot pull off a 5-hour movie in theaters. You just can't, because it leaves no other time for other movies or a second showing. Right. So he had to split it in 2. So this one literally picks up right where it leaves off.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that, and fuck me, it hit hard.
Like that's what happened, because I'm like, oh, it's Avatar 2.5.
Yeah, basically.
Like it's just the same movie.
Okay.
Well, not the same movie, but it's a media sequel, and which makes 2 better and worse at the same time.
Yes.
Because now 2 kind of feels like an incomplete story.
Yep.
But also makes it better because we have the complete story.
Yep.
I cannot. Jimmy said that he would not make 4 and 5 if 3 did not do well.
3's doing exceptionally well. So we're not going to do a box office game because I don't have that information and I don't have the energy. I spent a long fucking week to do a box office game. Fair. But the typical fall off for Avatar, right? Like it makes its couple $100 million in the first week, and then typical drop off for all movies, it's like 60%, 50 to 60% drop off. It didn't drop off. It dropped 30%, which is the lowest a second weekend movie has ever dropped, right? And so it's got staying power because a lot of people are seeing it, And then a lot of people want to see it in IMAX once they experience, which is what I want to do. I want to go watch it in IMAX because it's not how we watched it. And I just want to feel it. So it is such a good movie. It's got some bullshit. It's got some bullshit in it. It's got a little plot armor in it. It's got some good plot armor in it to keep things moving along. But genuinely, you get to meet the Ash people and the Wind Traders. And the Wind Traders are just really cool. They're super chill people.
I'll say, yeah.
All right,
Currently,
I guess that's be on my list now.
I've lost my mouse. Why is my mouse not clicking? Currently is set to be the lowest Avatar movie.
Yeah, well, that's expected. They're always diminishing returns, but yes.
At 1.5 to 1.8 billion dollars.
Yeah.
That's the lowest. Like the lowest franchise. Still 1.5 billion dollars gross.
With a B. With a B.
People like online like, oh, these movies are bad. They have no staying power. You can't doubt Jimmy. The people love Jimmy.
People love Jimmy. When you just have hit after hit. Shut up, Jared. It's fine. People love Jimmy.
Look, you are Jared. You are a person. The people love Jimmy. It's like every person. People go see his movies. They're like, oh, I know James Cameron. He made Avatar. I'm gonna go see Avatar.
He made Avatar and Titanic. So, I can go see these movies and be safe.
Do you know the Family Guy thing of I have the Confession of Godfather? I feel that, but with Avatar, because I didn't give a shit about it when it came out, and I was forced to watch it repeatedly by other people. And I never once liked it or was like, this is a good book. I just never cared. I never once cared. For whatever reason,
we say this all the time on this podcast. Everyone's entitled to their wrong opinion, and that's fine.
It was okay. I didn't think it was the best movie ever made, but
I mean,
that's not what I said, but it's a good movie.
I would just say is that when it came out, everybody was like, "It's the best movie ever." So I don't think that. I think it was okay, but
I mean, when it came out, it was a technological marvel. Which
it really set the stage for a lot of things that are now able to be done.
Can give it that.
The best thing about this whole movie is that the 3D animation, the CGI, amazing. You can tell that James Cameron really pays his CGI artists.
That's
looks
fair.
nice, and I think that's also a thing that's helping it be successful because it's like, oh, look, a CGI movie. That's
nice.
It is a very pretty movie.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. On the topic of movies that have come into theaters, and I've seen one of them. And I wish I hadn't. I wish my brain would just not be the way that it is sometimes. I saw the new Anaconda, and my
Anaconda, don't
fucking God. That now, for context, I've seen every Anaconda. There's like 4 or 5 of them before this movie came out, and
I'm John Voight.
The last few of them were all sci-fi originals, so they're not great by any means. I mean this wholeheartedly. I would rather watch Anacondas 3 and 4 on Sci-Fi Channel than ever see this movie again in my entire fucking life.
So that's what we're doing next Halloween then. And I'll go ahead and watch this movie.
It tries to be...
It's bad.
It tries to be meta and be a movie about a movie that's a movie, but they forget to actually do anything with the giant fucking snake. The snake itself is on screen maybe, if you're lucky, 10 minutes total of that entire movie, if you are lucky. It seems like they just keep forgetting it's there, and it just appears in the background to do something, and then fucks off again for like 30 minutes. It was so fucking frustrating.
Hi there. We'd just like to let you know that this show is sponsored by W Energy. W Energy, the sugarless, all natural energy drink that you should be going and buying and using code Oddcast to help save yourself 10% off your next order. So go on over to W.com and use that code. Now on with the show.
Because, like, there's bad guys who get eaten in the background. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's going to catch up to him. Because the whole thing is that there's actually this. Nope, it just fucks off. They just don't use it again. It just disappears again. And I'm like, so
What?
there's a snake.
I'm a snake, your mama. So, critics' consensus, according to Rotten Tomato. The premise might be ripe for a raunchous action comedy, but this meta reboot of Anaconda can't detach his jaws wide enough to swallow so many conflicting tones.
Yes. There's a character they introduce in the beginning who they make seem like is an important character to the story, and then they kill her in towards the last like 30-ish minutes and completely mute the point of what she was doing in the movie, and it pissed me off so much. So it's like, why was she made so important? She didn't do anything. And then you got rid of her. So what the fuck was the point of wasting my time? And it sucks because there is a good cast. It's a great cast of people, and they're all people that I enjoy, but I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do because it doesn't do anything.
From Samarth for the Hindustan Times. Anaconda understands that not every film needs to say something profound, but it forgets that it still needs to say something entertaining.
Wild.
The great sentence. I would have used that from now on.
And like Ice Cube appears in it very briefly. Yes.
After after the Alien movie,
After a War of the Worlds to a computer screen.
Spoilery for this movie, but
No one else is going to see it, so just spoil it all.
they go to film this movie because Paul Rudd's character is a struggling actor. Jack Black is a film director in Buffalo, New York,
So great.
who's friends with all of them. But he convinces them that he got the Anaconda rights, and then as they're filming it towards the end, like about halfway through, Stoney appears on a different boat, and they're like, "Yeah, make an Anaconda, just all out of ideas." And then it just starts a conflict with them of like, "I thought you had the rights." Like, I know, but then they get attacked. So Ice Cube is there for the other Anaconda they were doing, and he helps them.
is it the character Ice Cube or the person Ice Cube?
The person Ice Cube, because he's just like, yeah, you think they were going to get anyone else on this movie? I'm the only one who agreed to be on this thing. And I was like, that's a meta joke that probably is very true. You couldn't get John Voight or anyone else to agree to this thing.
Probably
Man,
not.
if you can't get John Voight to agree, that man do anything.
And then they also have J-Lo appear, but she appears at literally the very end because she shows up at Jack Black's house and is like, "So you guys made the non-official Anaconda remake. I want to help you make it better." And then it ends, and I'm like, "Oh God, don't tell me!
Another
Please let this movie
Anaconda.
bomb so they don't do it again."
Anaconda Part 2, The Bone Temple.
It was so bad. I had a low bar of expectation because I was just like, "There's no way this is going to be that great," and it somehow went below any bar of low expectation I had. So that was amazing.
How you know it's bad. That's how you know it's bad.
So there's my movies that are in theaters that are rant stuff there. Yeah, that movie just made me mad. Speaking of things that made people mad, I'll just dive into it. These guys don't watch it, and that's fair. I get it. It's not for everybody anyway.
But Backdoor
Stranger
Deal
Things.
Sue?
I've heard. Okay, so here's the thing. As we've discussed on this podcast many times, I tried to watch the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things because everyone's like, Mike, it's your thing. It really is. You probably would enjoy it. You just kind of got to get through it. And I'm like, lots of people have told me I will enjoy it. And I believe them wholeheartedly. I will probably enjoy it. However, now that I know this 5th season is the most possible mid it can be, because friend of the show, Sven, the child barbarian, we all hung out on New Year's Eve, and he's like, it's fallen into the Netflix trap where like people are just talking about the exposition that they are doing because they're expecting, like, Netflix is expecting people to like be watching this on their phones and at work and doing a bunch of other shit while not actually paying attention. And so they're all like, we got to go save this person from this thing. Let's all go this way and let's do this thing. And I'm like, well, that's dumb. What really upsets me about this whole thing, though, is that Doug Dimmadome wasn't in there at all.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
Yeah, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. It was so good, wasn't it? It was a great meme. No one.
I would
everyone's
accept that as an
the
explanation.
Demogorgon or the Demobat or the Dimmadog. They're in the Dimmadome. So yeah, go ahead. Give it your full critique, Jared.
Tell me all about it.
Because I'm never gonna watch this bullshit.
And I'm not going to continue to watch it.
Me and Sergeant Redacted, we had enjoyed it for all the seasons that it had before. The seasons 1 through 4, we were okay with. It had a lot of things that were building up. It had a lot of like still mystery to it of some things that weren't answered. And we went into this finale believing that they would actually answer anything. And my God, do they not answer fucking anything built up for 4 seasons? They managed to make characters go backwards in their character development. They managed to raise more like mystery things that they still don't fucking answer. They just added more shit in, retcon shit that was already done 3 seasons ago. It was frustrating. It was so fucking frustrating to watch these people do their interviews and go, we've known what we're doing for the past 10 years. Oh, fuck you did, motherfucker. This season, I have said it and I mean it. It feels like when you forget to write the fucking essay for class and you do it the morning before, because that is how sloppy this was put together with just a bunch of bullshit.
I'm getting flashbacks to
flashbacks to what?
To a different show. I don't know if you can hear that.
No.
Okay, cool. That was the Wiener Wiener song from South Park. Because I didn't want to play the actual one, so HBO didn't copyright it.
Wiener, Wiener.
Honestly, I think it's worse than that, to be honest. Like,
Game of Thrones, that's
possible,
but my God.
They don't. So the one character who's in there, who he's like the popular kid, kind of a jerk. I don't remember their names. I've already started to forget.
That's how unmemorable this shit is.
I know there's a person named 11.
But over the 4 seasons, he went from being the popular dude jerk to like he started to become a different person. Where it's like, oh, I can't be that way. I actually have to be like a better person. But then this whole season, they just were like, he's in love with Nancy, and that's his whole character. That's it.
Harrington.
All that. Thank you. All the character arc we've done 4 seasons doesn't fucking exist. He's back to just being a douche after the hot chick, and that's all he's gonna do. And it's like, that's not the character you left him off as. Why is he just reverting back to this fucking douche? What is this?
I've only seen season 1 for everyone, for those who don't remember or don't care to remember. Even at the end of season 1, he started being a better person. Like that was his arc in the season.
Not a thing in this one, and he doesn't even try to be a decent enough person until the very, very end, where he starts kind of being like, oh, I've kind of been a dick, and it's like you had that revelation like 4 fucking seasons ago, you asshole. Let's see what else. The final battle, their big built up final battle was one of the most anticlimactic fucking bullshit you could do. For this season, they showed that Vecna, our main villain, was inside this thing that looked like a hand coming out of the dirt. It was like a weird looking tree thing. And I'm like, okay, that's like his fortress. Is that like he built it himself? And then they reveal, no, that is the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer had just been there waiting the whole time. And then it comes out of the ground and it starts attacking them. And it's like a fucking Godzilla-sized kaiju. And I'm like, oh man, how are they going to fight that?
Power of friendship.
It is the true treasure is the friends you made along the way.
Wait, well, D&D, it takes a big place, hence the creature's name, like the Demogorgon. So clearly, they take some dice and they roll a nat 20 in front of him.
They get a critical roll.
Oh, and then Matt Mercer kicks down the door and says,
I would actually prefer that ending if Matt Mercer showed up and just was like, and this was all just. Here's the thing: the redeeming factor. No, I'll let you talk in a second. The redeeming factor at the end of all this, if it was all just truly a D&D game, and they have like CGI'd young Matthew Mercer there being the DM. I hope to God I'm not right. That would. I don't like this.
So let me tell you,
like
this final monster battle.
I'm so nervous.
First off, Nancy just shoots it with a shotgun and a regular assault rifle. She also reloaded
Halo
the assault
or
rifle.
D&D.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody pointed out that the way she reloaded the rifle was really weird, and I didn't notice it in the episode because I was more distracted with how the fuck they were killing this thing. But she did. She like put it in and just reaches over and just goes click, and then it reloads, and everyone's like, that's not how an M16 reloads. There's a thing in the back you have to pull. I don't know what she did, but that's not reload. I don't know what the fuck that was. Which is a fair point. That is really weird. But no, she gets backed into a canyon, and the Mind Flayer can't get her, so it's just munching on. While that happens, Dustin and like there's 2 people with like knife spears that go under it and just start stabbing its belly, while the rest of them are up above with a flamethrower and gasoline fucking water balloons, and they kill it that way. And it takes them maybe 5 minutes, and this giant kaiju dies. And I went, I'm sorry, it died like it was nothing. Why did it die like it's not? That doesn't make any sense. This is a giant fucking monster.
Your magical power and size have nothing compared to the power of a 9mm.
It's literally how that went. Literally what they did there is just like our mortal weapons, and then it just dies. Vecna dies in the just most anticlimactic battle. 11 just pocket stands him. Literally, she just sees dust on the floor and goes, ah, and he goes, ah, I can't see. And then she just force pushes him onto a spike, and then he gets decapitated by the mom, and then it's just over. And I went, he was the most bitch fucking final battle. Like, he didn't put up any kind of a fucking fight. Why the fuck was this built up? He went out like a bitch. He didn't even try to really fight.
Like the character, the monster thing, named after the Lich wizard in D&D, one of the most powerful D&D villains of all time.
One that multiple play D&D play podcasts have like done justice to.
Yeah.
Like truly a menace.
So a story aspect I did like, that I thought was kind of neat, that I wish that they had just fucking done more with that. But they say that basically all the special kids were made because of Henry, who is now Vecna. that he had the powers, and they took his blood and had transfused it into pregnant women, and that's how they were born, and they were given powers. Is that they were trying to recreate how Henry was made special, and it was a whole thing of the government's trying to redo the program, which then turned into, instead of let's stop the government, Eleven's sister that they brought back is just like, we're going to go in there and we're going to kill ourselves. So that way it all just ends and they can never do it again. Yeah.
This is the second Netflix series that ends with the main people killing themselves.
Yeah, everyone's made that point too.
The Umbrella Academy.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, the world will be better without us. Let's kill ourselves.
Interesting.
Which was, I read the Umbrella Academy comic when I was young, so I'm like, the fuck do you mean? Let's kill ourselves.
Here, one of the glaring plot things that they added that didn't make any fucking sense. They say that the Upside Down is a wormhole, that there's Hawkins, the Upside Down, and then the other realm of reality that Vecna is in, and he's trying to merge them. And everyone went, we've never once had a mention of that the Upside Down is like a wormhole or like an in-between. That's never been a thing.
It's literally...
And they just threw it in.
They call it, again, season 1, but they call it the Upside Down because it looks like their world but all twisted and turned upside down. It's not literally upside down, but it's like a twisted topsy-turvy version. And you're saying that the wormhole is an exact one-to-one build of the world.
Yes. Oh, but it got better. It got made even better because then they also randomly inside the research facility, Dustin came across the research notes. So essentially they went in because there's a giant like wall that, again, we've never once seen this wall. This was just randomly added into this season that there's a wall. But they're like, oh, I think this is Vecna's wall. We just have to find the battery or whatever that he's using to keep this up. So we just have to destroy that. He finds a notebook, and they say that Dad, the doctor dude doing the experiments with 11, apparently he had made this scientific whatever thing that like created the wormhole. And everyone went, but he's never been in the Upside Down, and that was established in like season 2 that he kept sending 11 because he physically had never been there. When did this happen? And it's not explained. You're supposed to just believe that that's always just been there. And it's like, no, 11 made the Upside Down because they clearly showed you in the past season that she used her powers and created the Upside Down, but now we're saying that the government did it. And that doesn't make any fucking sense. And they introduce that, and they talk about if we shut that down, the wormhole will explode and take us all with it. That doesn't even play in. That doesn't really play in at fucking all until the very, very end. And even then, it doesn't do anything. Doesn't do jack shit. So apparently a wormhole closing, everything's fine. You don't lose both realities in between. Everything's just fine. It just closes. And I don't think that's how a wormhole works.
Well, how a wormhole
I don't
works.
think that's how a black hole level wormhole closing works. I don't think so.
I'll show you how a wormhole works using this paper and this pen.
It's literally what they do. That is what they do, and explaining it to the rest of the group.
Every time someone talks about a wormhole, they do the fucking stupid paper and a pen thing. Oh, yes. Punch a hole through it.
Yes, and they even make a funnel on a board. They're like, so this is where Vecna is, and then this is the Upside Down. It's a wormhole, and we're here. And I was like, okay, sure.
Fucking
sure, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh god, I just fucking hate
So I'll skip to the end here because Mike brought up how he felt he would have ended it.
Them all playing Dind.
The very end of the show is exactly how the entire series started, shot for shot, where we start at the outside of the house and the sprinklers going, and they're playing D&D, and they have their final battle. And then it ends, and then like the sister comes down, and she's gotten into D&D now, and she has all her friends that they saved from earlier in the season. There, like the whole thing was he was taking, and they start playing D&D, and Mike has a moment of like, I've passed it on to the next generation. I feel pretty good.
Aren't these high schoolers?
Yeah, they graduate. That's in the finale. They graduate. So there was a point right before that happened where 11 supposedly let herself die by not leaving the Upside Down. There is a glaring plot hole in that, even because the government has machines that produce a sound that suppress their powers, and those are going. But even though those are going, she somehow manages to pull Mike into her little mind dimension thing and give him a message, and everyone's going, but she wouldn't be able to do that. Literally, she gets suppressed with those. How the fuck is she doing that? He's in the suppression zone, whatever. But supposedly she dies when the wormhole closes, and we see her disc get fucking disintegrated in with the rest of it. But then Mike reveals at the end, when they're all doing the D&D, that she had her own little character, and they all bring up, without mentioning her name, what happened to her. And somehow Mike knew what happened, even though he was not told what happened, which was her sister could create illusions. So while they were busy getting apprehended at the very end, 11 snuck away, and her dying sister created an illusion of 11 on the other side. And 11 escaped and went to another country where she could just always be safe, and everyone thinks she's dead. And he'd like to believe that the sorceress is just off doing her own thing and living her own life. And everyone has a good cry, and everyone fucks off. And then you get the end credits. And the end credits are a bunch of illustrations and pictures of everything we've seen over these 5 seasons, and D&D stats next to them. And then as the camera pans out, Stranger Things, a D&D manual closes, and that is the end of the show. But to make matters worse, that makes everyone go, was this just a fucking D&D campaign? Was that the entire fucking premise? David Bowie's We Could Be Heroes is playing, and as the book closes, it literally goes, we could be heroes if just for one day, and the manual closes, and that is the end of the show.
So yes, their friend
Possibly.
went to another. Their friend moved out of the country, and they had to write her out of the story, or she got turbo cancer. It's a D. I thought it was just a meme.
It is.
I thought it is D&D
left to your interpretation. Was it all a D&D campaign, or did it actually happen? Up to you to figure. You decide.
Look, not every movie earns the. It really? Did that really happen? Not everything earns that. Stranger Things did not earn that.
No, and there is another clue that I brought it up to Sergeant Redacted. I was like, I kind of started to question it when Hopper was at the dinner, and they don't talk about 11 at all. They only talk about that the kids are graduated, so they want to move and start a new life. But there's no mention of 11, that girl that he was so fucking attached to and made his own daughter. Like she never existed. Just the other kids, the only ones they care about. I'm like, that's probably a clue that this was never real, because he has no mention of like, I hope she's okay, or like, I'm gonna miss her. None of that when he's at dinner. So
David Harbour's like, I could be making Marvel money right now. I could be making Marvel money right now.
Seriously. So no, that whole final season, it did. And I also agree with the point. Why the fuck was Vecna trying to kill Max so hard? I couldn't fucking tell you. And Max is the redhead. Like, she's in a coma and trapped in his mind for almost the entire season, and he just keeps trying to kill her, and everyone's like, but 11 can kill you with the powers that are technically your powers, and also Will has your powers because of the thing you did, and he could also kill you, but you're focused on Max, who's just a normal fucking girl. You don't focus on either of the people who could literally get in your mind and kill you. Why? Why is he so focused on Max? It makes no fucking sense.
Well, stranger things have happened.
You didn't earn that either, Anthony. The couple things. Okay. From an outsider looking in.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and pull up a chair for Mr. and Mr. Duffer. One, if you're gonna do that, Anthony's right. You need to earn it. You do. You needed to have played it much more of a D&D playthrough kind of thing. Now I realize there's lots of people out there that play fast and loose with D&D rules and make up their own, and that's fine if you want to do that. But you still have to have some sort of interweaving connective tissue to earn that payoff. 2.
Yeah.
Does make a lot more fucking sense why they grow up so goddamn fast, though, huh? In retrospect, 2020, turns out it wasn't 5 years of shooting. It was just we needed to power level very quickly because the campaign's getting dull. 3. Go ahead and have a seat right on Papa's lap.
Oh no.
You can't take 5 years betwixt seasons of TV shows. There's one TV show that two TV shows that have successfully had large hiatuses, and only one of those TV shows has still gone on to current day, and that is Family Guy and Futurama. And Family Guy was canceled once and came back stronger than ever because of a cult following. Futurama keeps getting canceled. But when they came back on the TV, they just kind of picked up with the stupid shit because it didn't have to be serialized in a straight linear fashion.
True.
You missed your spot when you took 5 years to do that. And I realize that that's not all your fault. Yes. I realize it's not. There was a pandemic and shit happened. However, at some point in time, you guys should have just been like, you know what? Fuck it. There's no point, right? We're gonna do a two episode season finale. We got all the questions you want answered. We're just gonna. It didn't even need to be an episode. It didn't. It could have been like, hey, it's Jim and Dax. I don't know what the Duffer brothers' names actually are, but like, hey, it's me, Jim. Hey, it's me, Dax. We're actually not gonna do a 5th season. Seems very counterproductive. We're kind of out of the zeitgeist. Y'all are going to hate this shit. 11's got tits now. It's just not going to work how you want it to. So let's go ahead and just answer all your questions. And they could just run down a list of bullshit and be like, you can make what you want of this. Like, no, it's not the Upside Down. It's a wormhole. It was always going to be a wormhole. We just didn't know how to get there. So if we would have done that, it would have pissed you off. So just know it was a wormhole. We're not going to shoot that. And then it just saves that rage bait. David Harbour wanted to go make Marvel money. That's why he's not really, his heart and soul isn't in it. He's the Red Guardian. Millie Bobby has a child now, so it just didn't feel right. She obviously had other priorities with her fitness thing. Whatever Sadie Singson talked with Marvel to make Marvel money now too. So we just don't have this. So just have a sit down with them and just be like, just do like a mailbag episode. I think that would have worked so much better.
It would have, because
it seems like everyone's pretty upset with how it turned out. It's like
Yeah,
the
because
last
they just
episode of
didn't.
Lost, right? Instead of just doing the
They
last
didn't
episode of
tie it
Lost,
together.
do a fucking mailbag episode. Be like, "Hi, I'm Jim Duffer, and I'm here to answer your most requested questions off of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram."
That would have been better. Because even there was no fan theory was even close because
No!
they did the least interesting stories they could have for the entire thing, and it was just very disappointing. Very disappointing in that regard.
Yeah, it truly was the friends you made along the way.
Also, sorry, but there is a plot point technically of Vecna's just a homophobe. That was a choice. That was a choice.
The Skinwalkers doesn't like the gay people.
When Will comes out as gay, he literally tells them when Vecna had him trapped, he gave him a vision of the future, and that if Will came out, everyone would hate him, and he would lose his friends, and they'd lose. So everyone's like, so Vecna's a homophobe then? Because he straight up told him, like, everyone's going to hate you because you're gay. It's like, what is this choice?
We're gonna watch Pamela Anderson movies until you like women.
That was a choice.
I'm starting to think this might be a bad show, guys.
It's if you watching 1 through 4, it was good. They had things that there was a lot of like twists and turns, and they did good. But here, I don't know how you take that much time and make whatever the fuck that was. I really don't.
There's no amount of editing that's going to fix that.
No, there's really not. Oh, but yeah, that's what I got there. There's too many plot holes. Things started that still didn't pay off. Yeah. Dumb. Very dumb.
Yep.
Bad. Other than that, I think that was all. I think all I had on that was just the Stranger Things was to end up for me.
I got a new game that sweeping the household.
Oh God, what now?
Called Rubber Duck Simulator.
Are you just a rubber duck?
No. You have a pool,
Mm-hmm.
and every 3 minutes ish, a new rubber duck falls from the sky into your pool, and you can look at it.
Yeah, that sounds like something your kids would really enjoy.
And then 3 minutes later, another duck comes down. Then you can.
Do you
look
get
at two
achievements
ducks.
for different ducks? Is there?
Yeah, you
is there
do.
a point system?
Yeah, you just get achievements
Are
for
there
different ducks.
are there rare ducks that come off more? Yeah.
There are different ducks. They have different things. You can change cameras. You can look closer at a duck, and you can make a duck go quack.
That's fun.
And that is all you can do. You cannot move the ducks. You cannot influence ducks. They are duck.
One more comment to make. Not with that on a different show, but I'll throw it in here, and the internet, anyone who listens, whatever, you can have your own opinions. Leave a comment if you'd like. I'm going to watch all of Fallout Season 2. However, I am standing firm on, from what I've seen, that Todd is just going to retcon that the game never fucking happened, because so far, a lot of things he's put in here about New Vegas, not how that would be by any of the things that happened in the actual game. Pretty sure he's going to say that the Hoover Dam battle never fucking happened and everything just kind of did its own thing, because there's some details that don't make any sense. But there are other things that are interesting that make me want to follow this through to see what exactly he's doing.
I'll be honest. I don't think Todd cares at all about Fallout games anymore. I think he's all about the Elder Scrolls. And he's just like,
Not
fuck,
even
I have
that.
this thing.
Not even that. The only report that came out for Elder Scrolls is we won't see 6 until 2028 or 2029 with no hard date.
So shocked.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
no,
did
I'm
just
not
get
that
Skyrim
shocked at all,
again
but-
last year, so
Well, they got to have the next
Hey,
console
you know.
come out, you know? The
mm,
Xbox
Yeah, that's
All
if
In.
it comes out. If it comes out, they're running into issues because of the GPU stuff going on. That they can't
Oh,
develop anything because they can't
you
get their
mean-
hands on any tech.
you mean Nvidia not selling console chips anymore, or how about Nvidia now charging people, $20 a month to cloud game? It's so sad to see the end of gaming in our lifetime.
Well,
I mean,
it's
it was going to
actually
happen
more,
eventually.
It was.
Funny enough, it's not that. It's that the AI companies are literally buying everything to the point that no one can get anything.
Oh yeah.
And even if you wanted to, you're going to pay 500% more than you would have because they're buying everything in bulk. So there was a thing about like next gen's running into an issue. They can't really make anything because they can't fucking buy anything, which
Very
I'm fine with.
Yeah,
I don't
very
need it
excited
otherwise.
for the AI bubble to crash and have a surplus of chips to where they're actually like dirt fucking cheap, and so everything comes down price.
Yeah, it'll happen. It will happen eventually. I hope it's
going
soon.
to happen at this point.
But eventually things
Their
are going to
CEO's already selling out. It's going to
Mhm.
happen soon.
Yep,
good.
I needed to happen sooner.
Yeah, no, that's just those are my 2 cents with that show. If you know Fallout New Vegas, then you watch that season, you'd understand some things don't really make sense. But
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for the whole thing to come out at once. That way I can just power watch it.
I'm
But also-
afraid going past this episode. I'll be honest. After getting the Legion and what they did there, I'm a little afraid of what else he's doing.
Well,
So we'll see.
may Todd bless us.
Please no. Please no. That's how we got Fallout 76. Please,
God bless us all.
please no blessings.
God bless us, everyone.
But the thing that's about it. New Year was very uneventful. Me and Redacted didn't do anything. He was tired of shit and was also preparing himself for having to go back to work this weekend. So
We were playing a shitty Netflix game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the Knives Out one. It's terrible.
it made no sense.
Correct. And there was no
No?
like
There's no
gameplay.
direction. No.
Oh.
We got to select like 2 things that were already preordained. Like I had a bag and I got to switch with someone, but I didn't get to know what I switched, who I switched with, or what I switched for. But other people know what I switched, and it was just really confusing.
Mm-hmm. And then because I had the ability to look at Mike's item. I'm like, yes, look, that's what it is. And then I tried to use that as evidence that I'm an innocent person. And Mike's like, I don't have that.
I don't have that.
I'm like, but what? Bad game. And
Bad
we were
game.
just we're all sitting
I
around
like
the couch.
the newest movie they did there.
Oh, good. I found out from that game that fucking he's Southern.
No, the detective, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Craig is Southern in that movie.
Beignet Blanc? Yeah.
I thought
Have
he
you
was gonna
not
be
watched
French.
any of the Knives Out?
No.
No, it's a dumb idea. I've never seen any of the Knives Out. How come you didn't speak up when they were all judging me for never seeing any of the Knives Out movies?
I didn't
And I was
hear that
being
happen.
ridiculed and belittled because I'd never seen a Knives Out movie.
I was in
Yeah,
my
you
own
should have
world.
stood
I
up.
didn't
You
hear that.
should have helped him out. No, I've enjoyed it. I think the only one I didn't watch was it Death on the Nile or whatever that they was that
That
one
is
of them?
not.
That is the other one.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
I
it
guess
just
that's
had-
Hercule Poirot. That's the other
Hercule Poirot, yeah.
weird guy with an accent
Okay.
with a French name.
Okay. Oh no, yeah, that's part of another thing. But no, I've watched all the Knives Out. I've enjoyed those. The newest one was really I kind of liked it a lot. They had a lot of interesting things they were trying to do with it. But and I'm not surprised that the Netflix. I am a little surprised they wouldn't have tried a bit harder on the Netflix side of it for making the game for it. Do you think they would have tried a little harder?
You
That's-
think, but we
fuck?
were all sitting on the couch, and then suddenly the world around us started exploding,
Ah,
and we looked at the clock like, oh, it's midnight, and they're like, all right, let's pack up our shit and leave. We were all fucking ready to get out of there.
no, that's fair. Yeah, I got nothing else. I got nothing
No, but
else
next
as far
week,
as,
next week I'll have lots of things to talk about when it comes to Warriors of Virtue.
I have so much to talk about with that. That's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
There's just a fry cook who's hanging out with the crippled boy. I don't understand it. Guys, it's so wild. And his name is, they don't ever give him a full name. His name is just Ming. Ming, M-I-N-G, which might be 90s racist too. It's so bad.
Yeah, that sounds like it's
definitely 90s racist.
bad bit there. Oh boy.
Maybe.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you know how it is, folks. You can follow us at OddcastN or at oddcastmedia@gmail.com. If you want to send us an email, you can like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube Oddcast Network. Follow you. We also have TikTok at What an Oddcast, where we post up clips and different things that these guys send me. You never know what you're gonna get there, so go check out all the stuff. Thanks for listening. Stay out.
Stay
Bye,
out,
everyone.
stay
Happy
out
New Year.
healthy. Happy New Year. Well,
Did find out that the main chick who's like some sort of princess or lady, she's the hot chick from Bubble Boy apparently. So like it's I said like here's the thing. It was playing on my phone and I was like, who plays in Warriors of Virtue? And then I'm looking up the name of the ruse. And one's played by Doug Jones, but of course Doug Jones is the mute one. Obviously. And like, how are you making kangaroos Asian racist? I don't. I just. I'm gonna have so many thoughts. So many thoughts next week. That's all I'm saying. All right.
the